Hello and welcome to Rise Above 2K, the community that's built around NBA 2K, and most importantly, the talent. Unicorn Big, how are you doing this evening?
Doing great, man. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be alive.
It's a good day to be a Mavs fan, it looks like, but we'll get to that in a moment. I want to shout out, well, it's on this side now, our partner and our main sponsor, only sponsor, Shotties. Well, we're also sponsored by the haters, but Shotties jerseys. Their Instagram handle will be in the description or show notes wherever you're consuming this, either viewing or listening. And I recommend you go to their page, you DM them, and you say, hey, I want this jersey of this color of this year with this player on it. And he's going to come through with something very good at a very good price. And that leads me to what Unicorn Big is wearing today as he continues to round out a very niche collection of jerseys. What do we got going on today?
I'm sporting the Dennis Rodman Dallas Mavericks jersey. 12 games. Okay,
so as a amateur historian of all things Rodman the Worm, give us a little bit of shoddy sponsored knowledge of what the Mavericks era was like for our defensive champion.
So Mark Cuban was looking to shake things up and, drive some excitement around the team. And so he went and picked up Dennis Rodman in February of 2000. Dennis lived at his house for a hot minute. It didn't work out too well. He did have he played 12 games. He had 14 and a half rebounds a game.
Well, I mean, that's respectable. That's what he does, right? He gets boards.
And if you watch some of those clips, I mean, he was diving for loose balls. He was grabbing rebounds left and right. I mean, he was being the best Dennis Rodman he could, but apparently just off the court wasn't great. So,
well, I mean, you're sharing the house with your owner. I think in the modern day, there might be some salary cap implications to that as well. Not needing to worry about housing. But we'll get to Kawhi Leonard at some point, I'm sure. But so was that the last stop for our guy before retirement, or did he have more in the tank?
Well, he was going to come back with the Nuggets. That didn't work out because he was partying too hard. Then he went to some Asian teams.
Okay.
Played with the Long Beach Jam in the
make a few bucks. Make a few bucks. So when I stop producing the podcast, you'll know it's because I'm partying too hard with Dennis Rodman. But we'll go one step at a time. We would be remiss if we didn't talk a little bit about 2K because 27 is right around the corner. And I have a lot to learn because I'm going to be playing. That's shocking. It's going to be very comedic. But there was the early video release. We have a live stream still to come with some more information. But what were your biggest takeaways about the sort of intro video that came out, I don't know, like a week ago or so?
I was very unimpressed.
It featured Wemby a lot, so you had to be impressed by that.
Yeah, and it had Cade in it, but to me, it just kind of seems like the same thing.
Okay.
Like, I didn't hear anyone that was like, oh, the trailer was awesome. It looked so much better than 26.
Right.
So as far as the trailer goes, it didn't pump me up too much.
What are your biggest, like, what's biggest on your wish list of things that you want them to address in the new title?
Well, I think that the biggest thing the two biggest things are shooting and AI, which they say they're going to address. The AI is going to be stouter and the shooting is going to be harder. So it should make the game a little bit more realistic.
Right. The thing that I've seen the most, and that in my very, very minuscule time of playing 26, noted was that right now defense is very high risk, very low reward. So you don't have people selling out for defense as much, which is leaving open shots all over the place. That's kind of one of the things that I would hope, and you're not going to feature defense in like a preview video, but I would hope to see some advancement in that point. And then the other thing, which you're never going to show in a feature video, is what are we doing about the rampant cheating, about the additional hardware that's being used to like trigger shots and stuff like that. Like there has to be a way that they can kind of use an anti-cheat or something like that. I mean, I play Elden Ring, which is an ARPG, and they've got anti-cheat before you can load into the game.
I mean, we'll see. There's people out there saying that cheating's going to be even worse this year.
Fun. All right, so we just got to invest a little extra in hardware. Shotties, I hope you're listening.
Yeah.
Gotta up the sponsorship a little bit. Okay, yeah, defense should be interesting. We did get a couple of ratings releases from 2K. Top at the 3-point shooting, Steph Curry, as always. Vertical leap with Thompson from the Rockets. Anthony Edwards, diving dunk. A lot of cool stuff. De'Aaron Fox, #1 speed with the ball. I mean, we got to watch it all year. So,
Yeah.
if you haven't been paying attention to the Spurs, they're pretty deep on the talent list.
They're pretty deep. There was a point in the finals where I just wanted De'Aaron Fox to stop shooting.
Well, I mean, he's got other shooters on the team. Just bring the ball up the court
God,
and
it
dish
was
it off.
so bad. It's like, why are you shooting?
Well, I think we've all been there at some point. So
but yeah, I think it's really interesting that Steph Curry has a 99 3-point. Like, I guess it's not interesting, but
I mean, he could still do it. Like, he
yeah,
can do it from anywhere. And we talked a little bit about, before we went live, I'm talking about trade destinations for Curry, mostly because I want him to be with the Heat. But you hadn't even really considered him being as a trade option going into this season. But I mean, what's the point of staying in Golden State besides staying in Golden State?
well, it's getting pretty close to training camp. So
Right, but he's just there to jackknife threes. He's like a more effective late age Paul Pierce, like modern age Paul Pierce, right? So he could really plug into any team and just stand beyond the arc and jackknife. As opposed to stay on the team that they just extended Draymond on, thinking they were going to get LeBron. They didn't. So they cashed out Draymond, and now there's nothing to add to the team, and there's nothing to do with the team. I would think if I was that good and sort of at that age in my career, much younger than LeBron, but I'd want to go someplace that something can happen, not just hang out in Golden State and just watch the season go by.
I mean, we'll see. I'm thinking probably Detroit.
Yeah, I think Detroit would be a good fit. I think Detroit would be a great fit. I also, obviously, Miami needs a couple more pieces. So
yeah, they literally have 2 players.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, they have those 2 guys. They have some younger ones. They need to add a few more players before they have a fieldable roster ostensibly. I do want to know, since we were talking about 2K, and we're stewards of the game, not sponsored, but effectively stewards of the game. If you're listening to this this week, 2K26 is free to play August 7th through 14th on Xbox, Steam, and Twitch. So if you want to get a little sampling of the difficulty before it gets more difficult, it's free for you. And 2K will throw us 0 shekels on that shout out. Let's talk builds. What's charring your tree to start the 27 season?
It's hard because we don't know what the best builds are yet.
No, the meta won't break until, I would assume, a week and a half to 2 weeks in.
I really love the idea of being a small ball center.
Okay. So the unicorn small?
The unicorn small, 6'9", fast.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking right now. But
okay,
you never know. I mean, it could be shoot over the head with the 7'4", and everyone goes 7'4". I'm playing on this 6'6" power forward right now, and I really like it. One of the cool things about these smaller builds for big men is you can play in 3s and you can play in 5s. Because really those 7-footers, the 7'1s, like the footers, like they don't really do well in 3s. So we'll see. But right now I'm leaning towards the 6'9" center.
Yeah. I might just be sell out shoot 3s guy because I don't know what else to do and I can't defend for anything. Getting lane violations was kind of my specialty in 26. So I don't know if I should be hanging out around the rim on defense. I should just be hanging out on the perimeter.
Well, one thing that the viewership should get excited about is this My Career co-op mode.
Yeah. If you want to
So,
watch Unicorn Big get dragged down by an absolute dumpster fire teammate, we're gonna have
yes.
content around that. We're gonna have content around
Yes.
all the lane violations you can handle. It's just gonna be turnover after turnover. Um, yeah, no, and maybe we'll do for all three of the listeners, we'll do a poll and like put up positions and builds for me and see what the people think I should play. That could be an option, Patreon exclusive for none of you. But I'm pretty excited. I'm kind of between games right now. Obviously, there's at some point going to be a new Diablo season or PoE season or whatever that's going to kind of pull my attention, but I've got a couple weeks to prepare for this. I have 26 to play. It is free to play, but I do own it. To at least figure out what buttons are which. But it should be a bit of an adventure. I only produce a podcast and I don't know what button shoot is, but we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna learn the green zones or windows or whatever they are, and we're gonna hit them. We're gonna
I,
be we're
I,
gonna be bagging points before you know it.
this is gonna be so bad.
It's going to be pretty rough, but I think I think the people who enjoy the self-deprecation that this podcast holds will definitely enjoy some of the videos that we end up producing from it. Okay, so I really don't have anything to say about one of our clips that's gone not viral, but for us like substantially better than most. And it was really about me saying that, oh, if Jordan was on any team, he'd go, undefeated, because that's what Jordan people think and say all the time. But the LeBron to Philly thing seems to be really falling into place in a way that could really disrupt the East. I mean, there's not another team that on paper should be able to beat LeBron at the 4. Have
All
we
I'll
ever
say is
have we
I
ever
called
seen
it.
have we ever seen well, okay, you called it. Have we ever seen LeBron at the 4? Have we ever seen him actually relegate down?
I honestly don't know off the top of my head, but it'll be interesting. I mean, he can play the 4. He's 6'9".
Yes, he can. And it's, there's going to be a lot of advantageous pieces on that team that are going to allow him to kind of play a little bit of a different style. And if he's willing to kind of take that little step back and be that role player who's still one of the best players in the world at 42 or whatever he is, I think he could do a lot of damage. So I stand by my take that if it was Jordan at the Wizards who suddenly joined, the Celtics or whatever, it would be like, oh my God, everything's going to happen for the Celtics. They're going to win it all. It's like, no, and he was substantially younger than LeBron, and LeBron's still producing. You want 30 from him, you'll get 30 from him. Like, the guy's amazing.
Interesting take. Jordan got an offer basically to go play with the Lakers when Kobe and Shaq were on him. About 98, 99, maybe 99, 2000.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson was like, you should come play for the Lakers. He's like, no. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, you could have gone to the Lakers, won 3 more championships. Instead, you didn't want to do it, and you ended up at the Wizards. Can you imagine Jordan on the Lakers? Like, his last year with the Bulls, he won the MVP.
Can you imagine the most arrogant, self-centered player having to play on a team that involves team play where he's not necessarily the number one? I don't know.
He wasn't as bad as Kobe.
Well, that's the problem. You would have had some serious clashing of the minds, and I think to the point that even Phil Jackson couldn't fix that. It would have been.
I mean, they won 3 straight anyways, so.
Well, they did. They didn't need him, but he could have latched on. I don't think his ego would allow him to step down into that role. But we'll do more revisionist history on all things NBA, because if he comes, then maybe Rodman comes, then, we're talking about
Rodman did play for the Lakers.
That's also true. You have the jersey, right?
I do. It was a year before Phil Jackson. It was a year after the Bulls where Phil Jackson was taking a year off.
Fly fishing in Montana. Yeah.
Yeah. And Rodman snuck in 23 games with the Lakers.
I love how you just know how few games he's played with various teams before spending too much time in Las Vegas and finding his way out. Hey, he earned it, man. He's the best defensive
Class
players.
act.
Absolutely, one of the best defensive players of all time.
Just
Speaking
a good
of
guy.
just a great guy. And speaking of defense, I got to get us out of here before we get us in any sort of trouble. I do want to note again on the tail end here, Shoddy's jerseys. Look them up on Instagram. They're going to be in the show notes below. Send him a DM, whatever jersey you're looking for, even if it's a Dallas Mavericks Rodman jersey. You can get it. You can get it at a great price. You can get it delivered straight to your door. Authentic quality. Shoddy's is the best, so make sure that you reach out to them. And for us, any last notes before we get out of here, Unicorn Big?
No, excited to debut my next even deeper cut jersey.
I'm still waiting on mine. I haven't gotten so I went like really weird, obscure college. I know you did too. We'll get to those later, but I'm still waiting to hear back on when mine can be produced and sent. So I have the Moira Rose until then, but until next time, if you have any thoughts on what I should be using for a build for 2K, go ahead and drop them in the comments. If you have any advice for Unicorn, he probably won't read it, but whatever, it'll be there. And for all 3-4 of you, we super appreciate your support, and we'll talk to you next time. Cheers.
Peace.